All right, we're going to watch Trey's backstroke here above water. Just kind of see a little bit more of what we're seeing. So right here at the top of your stroke, Trey, that is such a good arm position. You have your hand just turning from your thumb to your pinky. You got a straight arm recovery. That looks so good. And there you can kind of see as your pinky starts to enter. Excellent. But what we want to see is this hand is entering. We want to see this shoulder start to come up a little bit higher. And so that's kind of the biggest thing that I've seen. And what we're looking at here is we want to see just better shoulder roll in that water. As we bring that left arm up here, again, good streamline, or I'm sorry, good body line with your arm. Wrist is just slightly bent there. Not too much, but just slightly bent out there. Just make sure you keep that wrist a little bit straighter. But as you enter, you do a good job of catching that water with that pinky down. Okay, so that's fantastic. We look at those legs. You have good steady water off the feet. Head staying nice and still. I mean, you're looking directly up at the top of that ceiling, which is exactly where you want to be, which helps. Which is why when we looked at the underwater, we saw such that good body line underwater, keeping your belly button up near the top of your legs up near the top. That really does help with your backstroke a lot. So keep that up. All right, so be careful here. It looks like you're starting to bend that wrist a little bit on the left side, not so much on the right side, but definitely a little bit here on that left side. Keep that wrist a little bit straighter so you're grabbing that water. It's almost like when we see that wrist bend, what we think sometimes happens is people try to grab that water a little early, and what happens is you're actually not getting as strong of a pull as you're capable of doing. So don't let that wrist bend. Right arm looks good. You can see interesting, you can see right at the very end. So let's look at this. Straight arm, right? Right at the very end, you can see that wrist bend. So you actually are trying to catch a little bit earlier. I think if you get those shoulders roll a little bit better, you're going to get rid of that early catch, and you're going to catch a little bit better. You don't want to catch above the water. But you can see with those wrist bend, that's what you're doing. You're trying to get that water caught a little bit earlier. As we go into that turn, again, you can see that your eyes are looking forward. Okay, but once you get those legs over, that looks good. Your feet are a little bit separated, which is good, but we want to see them more hip width apart. It gets a little bit more power, a little bit more strength as you get to that wall, but really you're pretty strong as far as that goes, so just a little bit wider is all we're talking. And you do a great job of exploding off that wall quickly. Just remember, hold the streamline for about 2 seconds. The reason why we say about 2 seconds is really the fastest point you are in a race is on the start, right? But the second fastest you are is off the push off the wall. And with that streamline and that push off the wall, if you can extend that a little bit more by waiting to do the dolphin kicks, then you're going to be able to get out a little bit further and a little bit better. And you can kind of see here even that your eyes are looking down. You can see your chin broke a little bit early, and you can see those hands have just come apart on that streamline. So you're getting ready to start your breakout. And at this point, you're really just barely to the flags. So let's work on holding that a little bit longer. Make sure we get a 6-beat kick all the way through. This breakout is much better than we saw in the underwater. You can see right here, your head is just breaking the surface, and look at that hand. That hand is just about to come out of the water. Boom, there it is, head up, and there comes that hand. So that was definitely a much better breakout than we saw in the underwater. So yay, good job, bud. Good, really great job, Trey.